Mampot ta, Lord, hunong nga unta, mahunong unta, Lord. Abi na mo, mali na nga prayer. Nga naman, prophesied na magunadaan. Gitak na maguna nga doon ay mahitabo. Kung di maguna mahitabo, baka ko ng Bible. Pero pasalamat nga, nahatabo na siya kay tinuod gudi ay. So kung tinuod ang Bible, tinuod ang Diyos ng atong gialagaran. Di ba? Therefore, ang atong prayer diha karon, kinahitabo man na siya, Lord, ligon ako, iandam ako mga kasing-kasing, bisa unsa pa din na, ligon nami, maging strong sa amo ang pag-look up kanimo. No? Di man ito kapungan. Mahitabo na siya. Okay. So, muna, ingon pa this kanta, I don't feel at home in this world anymore. Okay. Busa, ingon ni Apostol Pablo, ang iyahang admonition and encouragement no, sa mga Kristohanon sa kuan sa Philippi, ingon pa niya, our citizenship is in heaven. Ang atong citizenship, dito sa langit, wala din he. We are just but strangers in this world. No? Kung kita, related na sa Ginoo, pinagi kang Kristo Jesus, nag-change citizenship na ta, tuan na ta dito, stranger na ta res kalibutan. Busa, daog-daogon ta, deres kalibutan, kaya di man ta kalibutan. Pero taga-kalibutan ka, ikaw mo'y manoy, imong teritoryo ni, di ba? Huwag ta ng activities kalibutan, apil jud ka. Pero dili ka taga-kalibutan, mo na nga daghang mga struggles. Okay, so, ingon pa ni Apostol Pablo, but our citizenship is in heaven, and we eagerly await a Savior from there, the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, this world is not our final home. We have our citizenship is in heaven. And second, the promise for a place. Unsa ban ang promisa nga lugar alang kanato? Jesus Christ himself said in John 14, verse 2, ingon pa niya, I am going there, sa langit, I am going there to prepare a place for you. Sato pa, ang nag-promise din si Jesus Christ, ng usa ka Dios. So, ang iyang promise is definite. So, wala kang bitaw niya gi-inhibit or sa kagayan pa nga term, wat nag-ataw-ataw. No? Ang ana-ana ba? Kung dili definite, muad mo, nag-andam ko o muad to ako dito no, sa balay sa kong amahan. O niya, pag andam na ko dito, kay mag-prepare ko balay, mubalik ko. Kay kuhaon ko kamo. No? Kabisan asa, kuhaon ko kamo. So, that's the promise. No? About sa ato ang future or real future. But, the entrance to enter this final home is, kinsa man, the Lord Jesus Christ. He himself claimed, o sa iyang giingon, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father, kining final home dito, except through me. Daghang nag-ingon nga, okay raman, bisan sa imong religion, total ng religion, dalan man na padulong sa langit, agree ba ta na? Murag tama, no? Pero base aning verse, John 14:6, ang dalan padulong sa langit, religion, kundi person, in the person of Jesus Christ. Nan kung ang dalan sa langit, person, kung saan na ito pag-agi? Kung ang dalan padulong sa langit, sa atong final home, kung saan na ito pag-agi? Nga person man ang dalan. Obvious kayo, kung saan man, makigrelasyon ta ni ining, mang-ining nga person nga mo si Kristo. Makigrelasyon ta kaniya. Busa, ang John 1:12 nag-ingon, sila nga nagtuo o midawat kaniya, sila gihatagan sa katungod mahimong anak sa Dios. Okay. So kung nahimo kang anak sa Dios, di manununod ka sa kingharian sa Dios. Yan ara no ang logic diha mga kaigsunan. Okay, this world is not our final home, but our citizenship is in heaven, and there is a promise matungod ni ana mo gisulti ni Ginoong Kristo. Second, the worldly wealth cannot compensate the worth of man's soul. Ang bahandi sa kalibutan, dili maka-compensate, dili makatugbang dili makatugbang, dili maka-equal sa kantidad sa kalag sa tao. Unsa may proof niini? Okay. The proof is in Matthew 16:26. Si Jesus Christ mismo nag-ingon, "What good it will be for a man if he gains the whole world but forfeits his soul." Sabi niyo, ang Bible full of figure of speech. Daghang kay mga figure of speech din na. Kining gisulti ni Ginoong Kristo, Matthew 16:26, gitawag ni og hyperbole. Sa hyperbole, exaggeration. Ingon niya, if he gains the whole world, kisa po nakaangkod, tibo kalibutan, oy. Wala. Pero exaggerate ni Jesus Christ. Sige, iputang na to, doon sa katao, nga matangkon yung tibo kalibutan, pero human siya mabuhi sa 200 katuig, exaggerate pa good, 200 katuig, human niya na, muadto na siya sa silot nga way katapusan. Why katapusan? Why katapusan? Makakompensate ba ang iyahang 200 katuig diri sa kalibutan ug tanang bahandi nga nangkon sa kalibutan sa eternity nga silot? Wala. So, dili gud makompensate ang ginatawag nga bahandi sa kalibutan sa atong kalag. Dili siya beyond compare mga kaigsuonan. Therefore, kung iana man di ay, ang kaso mga kaigsuonan, doon ay pangutana, do you take care the spiritual aspects of your life? Gina-take care ba nimo ang spiritual aspect? Duha man ni siya, physical o spiritual, nga aspect sa itong kinabuhi. So sa material, sa physical, o sa itong ginahimo, kung concern ta, kaon ta, no? Mga healthy food pag yun. Bantay tas ng pagkaon, kay you are what you eat. So bantay ta, kay take care na to. Atimano na to, itong lawas, pagwapat lang, naman. That is how to take care of physical bodies. But how about the spiritual aspect? Nga mo'y pinaka-importante. Gi-take care ba sa tao? So sa atong pag-observe, kung dili sa tuwa sa uban karon, ga-take care ba ang mga tao sa ilang spiritual life? Nganong mas daghan mga tao sa bungan kaysa simbahan panahon sa Sunday? Si maibog ka ba? Agi ka diha, pukutugkon, no? Tanang matang sa sakyanan. Gikan sa luxurious car, hangtod sa Brgy, hangtod sa... Kung kini pa hisimbahan, unta, kaniduta. Di ba? So, ato ma-realize nga ang tao, when it comes to spiritual aspects yung kinabuhi, kinabaliwala. Or siguro doon ay gitawag, no, kanang term bitaw nga hanging loose. Kaya yung bitaw nga, unyara na, uy. Unyara na. Doon ay isa ka tao nga akong sponsor, nagadto mi og kuan. Kato nag-sponsor sa kuan, nagadto mi og Holy Land. Doon ay isa ka tao nga yang giingnan. Sir, umantag Holy Land. Ang siya ang giingon? Niya na lang kung magkasakit ko. Sa ito pa mo ni term mga hanging loose. Niya na lang na, mga butlanga. Ano? Hanging loose. Lagi binas mga young people karon. Pag binuotan dong, ana. Unya pa na, unyara na. So, daghang mga tao nga wala ga-take care sa ilahang spiritual aspect. Muna yung nahitabo. Ang physical, which is minor, o yung spiritual may major, ang nahitabo, ilang major ang minor, o ang minor ilang himong major. No, ang minor nga butang, ang physical, himo ilang major, mo ilang concern sa patag-adlaw. Pero ang spiritual nga may major nga butang, niya na lang na, himong minor. So ang resulta, troubled life. Okay. You know, inside this body, kini atong body ba? Inside this body of us are, unsay na diri sa sulod? Spirit and soul. Kana ni mamatay. Nganong ingon man ang mga loved ones, mga amigo, kano gibiyan ko nimo? Manaraman o. Sige, biyan na raman siya o. Pero nga mo, hilak matana, kaya nasaytag ang tinuod nga siya, ang katong soul and body, wala na, nag-separate na. So, sulod ni ining atong lawas, unsay naa diha? Ato ang spirit and soul. Usa na siya? The eternal element, asagikan from God. So muna sa giingon nga, diya sa Book of Peter, kining atong lawas, nganong mamatay o madunot atong lawas, asa man gikan? Gikan mangguni siya imperishable seed. Imperishable, madunot ba? Imperishable. Kaya asa gikan ang binhi sa imperishable seed, gikan sa abog. No, ingon ang Ginoo, sa abog ka gikan, sa abog ka pauli. Mo ning atong physical, mamatay gud siya. No? Kayo mo pauli man sa abog. Pero ang imperishable, unsa man butang, asa gikan ang binhi nga imperishable sa pulong sa Ginoo. So kung atong kinabuhi gikan sa pagka-perishable ngadto sa imperishable, unsay factor? The Word of God. Ang pulong sa Ginoo. Busa matag tawo dapat iangkla niya ang iyahang kinabuhi sa pulong sa Ginoo kay magunaw man ang mundo, sa langit siya mulanding. Mga matay matang tanan. Bisag sa klaseng kamatayon, wahay problema. Ang importante, sa langit ta mulanding tanan. Wala siya ang pinaka-importante. Okay, and then letter B, the great concern. Kung sa may concern, tinihing gisulti, yes, si Kristo mismo na po nagsulti. Matthew 6:33, very siya familiar kaayo nga verse. Ingon pa, seek first His kingdom. His kingdom and His righteousness. Unsa ni siya? Spiritual things nga naga tukoy sa eternity. And all these things, unsa man ni siya? Kining gikanahanglan sa matag adlaw, shall be added unto you. So pakapin, no? Surplus, pakapin ra kining material things sa atong spiritual. Muna nga, atong i-major, o sa i-major, ang spiritual, o minor, what is minor, nga mao ang gitawag nga material things. Pwede pasabot, first thing first. First thing first. Una nga butang, mo atong unang priority. Kay spiritual things man ang major, mo ato ang gitawag priority. And third, so una is the world is not our final home. Second, the worldly wealth cannot compensate the worth of man's soul. And thirdly, the final destiny. Asa man gitawag nga final destiny? Ingon pa sa Ginoo kang Daniel, sa Book of Daniel, chapter 12. Ingon pa niya, multitudes, say multitudes, katawhan, no? Multitudes who sleep in the dust of the earth. Sa to pa, katong nangamatay, nga naa din karon sa dust of the earth. No? Multitudes who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake. Na-resurrection day. Sa tanang tao, sa kalibutan, gikan kang Adan o katapusang mamatay nga tao, doon ay time nga kuan sa Ginoo, no? nga takda sa Ginoo, nga banhawon silang tanan. Musugot sila sa dili, banhawon sila sa Dios. So, multitudes who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake. And then, some to everlasting life, others to shame and everlasting contempt. Tanang nangamatay, dautan og mayo, unyang adlaw, dunay adlaw nga banhawon. On that day, banhawon sila sa Ginoo. Ang uban banhawon sa way katapusan kinabuhi sa himaya uban kaniya. Pero ang uban banhawon sila aron ma-experience nila ang ginatawag nga shame and everlasting contempt. Grabe, no? So, kanang bitawng ingon pa nga, kung ang tao na mamatay, wa na siya control siyang kinabuhi. Karong buhi pa ta, kita ga-control. Wa siya itong gusto, tanan. Pero kung patay na ka, wa na kay control si mong kinabuhi, ang Ginoo na nga imong creator maoy, mo buot asa ka ibutang sa imong gitawag nga final destiny. Then, another verse nag-ingon, those who are wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens. Kadtong mga wise nga nagkinabuhi, mo nag-ingon to, no, wise living. Ngang ilahang pagkinabuhi, ingon ni Pablo, for to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. So kini, those who are wise will will shine like the brightness of heavens. And those who lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. Sa to pa, mga kaigsunan, tanan natong gihimo nga maayo para sa Ginoo, walay masayang niining tanan. Tanan natong gihimo sa Dios. Tanang panahon nga atong gihimo para sa Dios, walay mausik niini. So, tanan natong gihimo para sa Ginoo, gasto ta og time, gasto ta og energy, gasto ta og kwarta. Wa gyud alkansi niini. Wa gyud alkansi. Nga naman, no? Nag-promise Ginoo. Dinhi. So, ang atong kinabuhi, samtang dito sa kalibutan, kanabitang laing niro, those who lead many to righteousness. Nang nindot, no? Kanang nakalid bitaw ka og isa ka tawo nga way direction siyang kinabuhi, pero gi-guide nimo nga dunay direction iyang kinabuhi. Dati-dati, wa siya pakialam sa Ginoo. Pero gisultian nimo mao ni og nahimo siyang righteous, mo na ang kinabuhi. Therefore, walang takabalo ba? Wa takabalo nga somebody nag-look up sa tuwa. Aware mo ana? Bisan sa kang tao, wa ka kabalo nga doon nag-look up nimo. Gihimo kang modelo, gihimo kang example, gihimo kang idol. Term pa sa uban. No? Unya everything nga ato ang gihimo, everything atong gisulti, mura siya og fingerprints nga nagbilin og fingerprints nga makita. Ana bitaw mag-dedicate ko og bata, magbunyag bata ba. Doon ako'y admonition sa mga ninong og ninang. So ninong og ninang, swerte mo kay gipili mo para mahimong second parents kani nga bata. Therefore, live an authentic life, authentic Christian life. Ano man, galok up nimo ang imuhang inanak. Narabatay kasabihan, anumang bagay na ginagawa ng mga matatanda, ito ay laging tama sa mata ng mga bata. Kung ang imong ihimo, no, dili maayo, nakita si mong inanak, ang iyang pag-consider, maayo to. Ihimo ko nininong. Alagot tas ginawa na. No? Kaya ang bata, di na nag-question, maayo ba nigdaotan? Pero kaya nakita niya nimo nga iyang model, maayo to iyang paglantaw. Pero kung nag-distinguish nimo between evil and good, nakita niya, uy, di tayo maayo kayo maghimo nininang. Akin di maayo kayo ang gimimo. You lead righteousness, no? You lead someone into righteousness. Huwag mo na ikalipay si Ginoo. So, mo na itong goal sa kalibutan. No? Itong goal sa kalibutan sa pagkinabuhi. Nga mahimo tang blessing ni bisan kinsa. That's why doon ay kanta, Lord, make me a blessing to someone today. Himo akong panalangin si bisan kinsa karon din eh. No, doon na siya need, imuhang gitabangan, you're a blessing. Kana itong term bitaw nga, hulog ka ng langit. Nahimo dyan kang anghel nako, di ba? Masama na siya. Kanang nahimo kang blessing sa iya. Imo siyang gitabangan. That is how meaningful sa atong kinabuhi diri sa kalibutan. And that is what we call wise living. Kinabuhi nga maalamon. Okay, we are made for eternity. This world is not our final home. Our citizenship is in heaven. And the proof is, Jesus said, I go to prepare a place for you. Second, worldly wealth cannot compensate the worth of man's soul. Really compensate. O our final destiny. Doon ay duha ka klaseng eternidad. No? Doon ay duha ka klase nga kinabuhing way katapusan. Kinabuhing way katapusan uban sa Dios o kinabuhing way katapusan separated sa Dios nga iyang creator. Doon ay isa ka bata ba? Ang iyang papa banggiitang abogado. Kining bata samtang siya galakaw-lakaw sa kalye diya sa syudad. Nakakita siya mga bata nga nagtapok. Uy, doon na may babae nga gatulo sila ha. Ningato siya, nalantaw siya. Mga Bible stories, nagahatag o istorya about Bible stories. So, naminaw siya, interested siya. O regularly, every week, gato siya, gatin siya. O siyempre, na may mga songs, no, nga ginatulo dito, naka-learn siya og songs. O ang song nga iyang na-learn, iyang gikanta sa iyang atubangan siyang papa nga banggi itang abogado. So ang kanta ingon, papa, doon ako'y kanta di, kanang paminawa di, kanta siya, Eternidad, eternidad, magpili ka ni ining duha, langit, impyerno, asa ka, eternidad. Asa ka di? Naurungan iyang papang abogado. Di, asa ka? Wa katubag ang iyahang banggiitang abogadong amahan. Di, asa ka? Langit ka, impyerno. Wa gyud katubag iyang amahan. Sa simple nga pangutana. Nga naman, muna ilhanan sa taong walay concern sa spiritual aspect niya. Banggiitang abogado, dire si kalibutan, dire sa syudad. Pero sa simple nga pangutana, asa ka? Lisod. Di ba? That's why, ingon pa ni Diana Ross, do you know where you're going to? Kabalo ka sa kanto. Yes, kung doon na ka-direksyon, kabalo ka sa dalan, padulong dito, si Jesus Christ, walay problema yun, no? Okay kayo. Wise living. Sige, hinaot ka doon natay na quote o na-learn nga mga lesson for this morning. So, tangian po, adili lang taman din atong ma-live out, atong makinabuhi or ma-apply sa matag adlaw. O mahatag ka na to og wise nga kinabuhi. Salamat, Lord, for the lesson we have learned today. We realize, O God, that our lives in this world, there is beyond after this, O God. Because we are made for eternity. O sulti ni Apostol Pablo diha sa kasulatan, ang among citizenship, tuwa dito sa langit, Ginoo. This world is not our final home. That's why, Lord, dili kami dapat maging komportable diri sa kalibutan kay dili ni amo ang puloy-anan. Apan excited kami dito sa dapit kay mong giandam alang kanamo. Thank you, Ginoo. O salamat, Ginoo, kay bisan kami ang pinakaubos nga tawo diri sa kalibutan, apan ang among kalag, Lord, dili ikatandi bisan unsang bahandi sa kalibutan. O naghatag kanamo kana Ginoo og inspirasyon sa matag adlaw. Salamat, Ginoo, kay ikaw concerned, Ginoo, sa amo ang spiritual life. O kini nga mga pahimang no, Lord, nag-attach kini sa spiritual aspects sa among kinabuhi. Hinaot nga mao kini ang hatagan og concern og priority sa matag adlaw kay ang mga butang, Ginoo, nga kinahanglan namo, Lord, ikaw ray bahala niini, Ginoo, sa paghatag, Ginoo. Salamat sa iyong pagkamaayo, pagkamatinumanon sa among kinabuhi. Hinaot nga mag-increase among pag-ila kani Ginoo. Og hatagi kami og hunger, thirst na hunger sa imong pulong, Ginoo. I-bless pa dayon, Lord, imong mga anak, mga legislators, Lord, sa paghimo sa ilang session karon. Hinaot ang imong kaalam lang iton, mao ang magapatilawala kanila, ikaw magagiya kanila, Ginoo. Uban sila mga staff, Lord, ang imong protection ihatag kanila, Ginoo. Ang uban, Ginoo, nga wala dinhi nga mga counselor o sa ilang, Ginoo, mga kakulian, ikaw mag-minister usab kanila. We entrust to you ang among kinabuhi o ang tibuok LGU family, tanang Ipilinyos, O Lord, ang mag-i-entrust imong kamot-gamahanan sa padayon nimo nga pagtipig, pagprotect o pagpanalangin. This all we pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Mayang buntag sa atin.
Check, eh.
Pero kung sakay na sa sakasakyan natin sa 4-5 ta, mag-amot man ta, equal sharing man
Hello, good morning. A pleasant good morning to everybody. And with that, I'd like to request all members of the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil to please rise together with our visitors and our staff as we welcome the Sangguniang Bayan Mays together with our Honorable Presiding Officer, Glenn Ayan Yamaro Sabijon, and our Secretary, Estilita Silvano Iguia.
Hello. We're not about to start. The chair would like to declare call to order our 39th regular session. Since we have MRP this morning, please remain stand for our national anthem. Hello, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Okay, good morning to each and everyone. Welcome to the 39th regular session. Present for today's regular session, Mr. Chair, the following: the Honorable Vice Mayor Anamel Oligario, Honorable Glenn Ayan Sabijon, Honorable Sharif Maasin Hasim, Honorable Dayan Cataluña, we have Honorable Arik Alibutdan,
Present.
Honorable Janelle Bordner, Honorable Elias Dangpalan, Honorable Joel Ebol, Honorable Alberto Alcoriza Jr.
Present.
We have Honorable Triximil Palalon. Present. Honorable Roy Andy Oligario. And we have Honorable Alapid Muhammad. On record, there are 8, sir. We are in quorum.
Okay, since majority of this body is present, the chair would like to declare that there's a quorum. Floor leader for the adoption of and approval of order pieces for today.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good morning. With the declaration of the Secretary that we are in quorum, this representation, therefore, would like to move for a resolution adopting and approving the order of business for the 39th regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion
I
passed by
second,
the floor leader,
Mr.
seconded
Chair.
by Honorable Palalon. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved. Mr. Floor Leader, the chair would like to know who are our visitors for today.
Yes, Mr. Presiding Officer, we have at least 4 visitors for today's session. And with that, Mr. Chair, I therefore move to suspend the rules to accommodate our visitors, Mr. Chair.
Rule suspended.
Okay, our first visitor is from the CFC Handmaid of the Lord, Ipil chapter. We have Sister Jesusa Muyargas.
Ma'am, you may have the floor now.
Yes. Kauban sa iyahang escort.
Good morning to all of you, Sangguniang Bayan. I am Jesusa Muyargas, former retired employee of this LGU from Treasurer's Office, and I am now the chapter head of Handmaids of the Lord. Then last week, the other week, that's first week of March, I think, we have a solicitation about our coming international travel for Cagayan this coming August 16 to April 16 to April 20. Then we with your permission, it is about solicitation about the crude oil. Then we would like to change it into cash. Since we have decided among the group, it is hazardous for us, handmade. We will no longer hire bus from the province, since there's our companion give a suggestion that we want us to hire only, so that we cannot give allowance for the driver, then for their food and anything that incurred while we are in travel. We only hired the rural transit, rural bus for Cagayan. That's what we have decided among the group. For your permission, we will like to change it into cash na lang, sir.
Okay. So what's the pleasure of the body?
Mr. Presiding Officer, I'd like to suggest that we will just, based on the openness of the heart of every member of the Sangguniang Bayan, to share.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, from
Pasayat na lang, sir.
okay. Past that, from the staff, please collect na lang on you. Any more concern, ma'am? Okay. Any more concern, ma'am?
Wala na ilain. Kato lang yun, no? Okay.
Wait na lang sa
Thank you
pastahat,
very
ma'am.
much,
Okay.
sir, for your
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yung kaluoy ka na mo. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you.
For the glory of the Lord.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, Mr. Presiding Officer, our next visitor is from Don Andres Ipil. We have Annalyn Rojas. The purpose is burial assistance. Naapakunoy kulang sa Villa Babas.
Okay, ma'am. You may have the floor now.
May buntag, ma'am, sir, no, kanang ni anhi lagi ko din sir kay mangayo ko burial financial assistance nga ako day si Annalyn Rojas nga taga Don Andres, anak ko ni Juanito Rojas nga namatay atong Abril 1. Ani ko din sir kay mangayo ko gamay nabang kinasingkasing sa inyo, sir, no. Daghan kayong salamat, sir.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the body?
Again, same with what we have decided for the handmaids of the Lord. But of course, may I ask, pwede na akong pangutanon si Miss Rojas?
Ma'am.
Nakadool na ba ka sa MSWDO? Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office?
Yes, sir.
Dayon, unsa may...
Napakoy balance sa Bilyababa, sir, 4-5.
Kulang pag yun di ay ang...
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, sa
Yes.
DSWD.
Gamay,
Sa DSWD.
opo. Gihatag nila, sir, kay 10,000. Sa MS, 5,000.
Sa Kapitolyo.
Wala pa, sir.
Pwede pa kayo
wala
maluol
pa
sa
man
Kapitolyo.
sila kuanda budget.
Sa PS.
Wala pa po daw sila budget,
Wala
sir.
pa sila budget?
Opo.
Murag wala pa.
19.5 ang amo ang bill sa Bilyababa, sir. Tapos partial na may 15,000.
Wala pa.
Wala pa, sir. Karon pang pizza juice, sir.
Maagian na ilahang balay padulong Spinola from Hunters nara sa kilid.
Okay. Sige.
Mga ilang pugong gamayng financial, sir.
Sige, anak na lang ta.
Copy ba, sir?
Sige, anak na lang.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
May I request from the staff na please collect na lang, no?
please collect na lang. Unahon na itong collect tong sa handmaids of the Lord, and then i-collect na po itong kuandayon.
Okay. Okay. But before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Sharif Hasim. Sir, good morning. Recess for 2 minutes.
Okay, nag-recess ta kay para makolekta, para makalakaw na ang atong bisita kay para din na nato sila mahul.
visitor, no?
Ay, naapay duha ka bisita pero mga PNP applicants. Okay ra ni. From 2, karon hayom na pong upat. Okay, we have 2 PNP applicants. I do not know if naka-calendar ba?
Madam Secretary.
Okay, we have 2 in the person of Raymar Patagoc of Barangay Ipil Heights and Al-Mukhtar Abraham. What's your address, Mr. Abraham Al-Mukhtar? Greenfield.
Okay, you may have the floor now. And before we proceed, before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Cataluña. Yes, Honorable Ebol.
Before acknowledging the next visitor, Mr. Chair, I would like to pose question especially to the Honorable Presiding Officer, who is the chairman of the Committee on Appropriation. If ever our visitor here has already received assistance from the MSWD in the amount of 5,000 pesos, and as such, it is very clear and justified that kaning pamilyaha wala jud. Can we request the office of the MSWD to at least provide additional funds for that purpose?
Okay, ano lang, patawagon na lang tong si Ma'am Juday karon. Pero sa other matters lang ito i-discuss para makaproceed lang din ta karon.
Okay, that's only a question, Madam, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ebol. Okay, you may have the floor now sa katong duha ka applicant, please. Sir, excuse me. You may have the floor now. Applicant.
Raymar Patagoc, Abraham Al-Mukhtar, and Denden Sera. Denden Sera. Is this your full first name? Denden? Okay. From... Sige.
Okay, please introduce yourself first.
Sige, una. Okay, ikay una.
My name is Raymar Impis Patagoc from Ipil Heights, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, PNP applicant. My concern about is the ad hoc resolution, sir.
Okay. Considering that we have our member of the Honorable Sangguniang Bayan, we have Honorable Eric Alibutan. Do you know this person?
Yes, Mr. Majority Floor Leader. They are not native from Barangay Ipil Heights, but ang iyahang magulang nakaasawa taga Ipil Heights, si Aiba.
Yes, sir.
Manghod ka ni
Romel Patagoc.
Romel, iyahang asawa si Mime.
Mirasol.
Si Mime?
Yes, sir.
Maestra? Oo. Pero dugay-dugay ni po sila diha, Mr. Chair, sa Barangay Ipil Heights.
Okay. All right, sige. What is important is I think we make sure that the applicant is really from Ipil.
Yes, sir.
The applicant that we will be endorsing comes from Ipil. Sige, okay na siguro na. Next.
Good morning, everyone. I am Denden A. Sera from Magdaop, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, PNP applicant.
Tenden Sera. In this case, I would like to ask our colleague, the IP representative who hails from Barangay Magdaop also.
Barangay Bangkiruhan.
Bangkiruhan, pero silingan man god.
Yes.
Do you know this person? Do you have an idea? Si ang atong presidente sa Councilors League, Honorable Hasim.
Magdao.
Kaila ka? Okay. So, diha gyud ka na tawo sa Magdaop?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello, Paul.
No more question?
Mangutan na lang ta ba?
Yes, Honorable Lapid, you may have the floor.
Kisa may barangay chairman sa Magdaop, sir.
Si Sharif Sakir Hasim.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any more question?
Sige. Kung
Okay.
wala na, let's proceed to the next.
Next applicant, please.
Oo.
My name is Al-Mukhtar M. Abraham
from Sanito, Ipil, banca, Sibugay.
From Sanito. Unsay imong kuan kanang ang imuhang sana kanang are you sani kana bitang imong tribo?
Tausog, sir.
Tausog. Tausog. Oo. Si Honorable Hasim, who happens to be a very good tausog also, is requested to do the interview.
Okay.
Greenfield, sir.
Greenfield.
Kan ba mga 1 year, sir. Balik-balik lang, sir. Matugol. Opo. Oh. Yes, sir. Pinsan.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Dangpalan, you may have the floor.
nakasubmit na ba ito ng mga papers nila dito?
Kasubmit nyo na ang mga papers ninyo.
Asa?
Isa lang ang nakaano.
Nasa imo ha.
Kompleto?
Ayan, dyan na.
Okay. So, dalawa walang kumita.
Actually, yung isa dyan, tapos na yan sa interview kahapon, no? Si Tera.
Sarah.
Oh, natapos na namin yung kahapon. Ang kulang talaga niya is yung resolution.
Parehas kami, sir.
Ha?
Parehas kami.
I-comply na lang ang voters.
Tapos na kayo, di ba? Yung isa ang hindi pa, yung si anong pwede din mo? Patagoc.
Patagoc ko.
Oh, so may kulang lang talaga sila kahapon yung resolution. Okay, sige. I-complete nyo lang yung ano nyo ha, yung lalo yung sa
Can we just give a consideration na lang pod kay siguro murag lisod na pod magbalik-balik sa can we just give a consideration na lang pod na anyway kumelek ra mo ikuan kulang dali ra mo pod na nara mo pod na diha.
Oh.
Sirado ba ang kumili karon? Naka? Sa field.
Nag-mobile sila.
Nag-mobile.
Oo.
Okay.
Sige, by hapon siguro na naman siguro na hatag na tag siguro consideration siguro.
Okay.
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 Any more question? Any more query?
Who's the one conducting the interview? Ikaw, bro?
The committee
Tapos
chair.
naman na kami kahapon.
Ang council,
Ad hoc.
di ba?
Oo.
Okay.
Tapos naman na kahapon.
Na-interview na ni isang tulo, sir, no?
Tapos naman na.
Okay. Sige.
Ay, ikaw wala ka pa na interview?
Duha lang.
Magpa-interview ka mamaya.
Nag-isa ka na lang ma-interview.
Scheduling siguro
Schedule pa na. So, ang duha pa dyan ang matagaan mo endorsement ka sa solution siguro.
Sige. Okay.
Sige, thank you. And good luck.
Coordinate with Honorable Elias Dangpalan.
Okay, next visitor, Mr. Chair. Mr. Flor.
Yes, Mr. Presiding Officer, we have a barangay councilor as our visitor from Barangay Gituan. And this representation would like to acknowledge Barangay Kagawad Esteban Custodio Jr. Yes, Konsehal? The purpose of Konsehal Custodio is, I think, is this putting up of a checkpoint in Barangay Gituan? Sige. Okay.
Okay. And before we proceed, siguro from the stop, pwede tanto bukatawag ang MSWD kay para nilang pod magulat si ma'am pod, no? Okay. Cons, you may have the floor. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Nalang ko ni Ani ko diri kay instead nga gilift na ang checkpoint sa police kay during that time daghang mga kuan ba krimen nga nahitabo. That's why na checkpoint dito sa mua kay exit point pag una nga dalan going ka mga titay.
Oo.
So mudang butang sila checkpoint ang police dito. Nga karon na may order sa ilaha nga i-lift na ang checkpoint. Ang akong concern is kung pwede ba among i-continue ang among checkpoint dayon CBO ang mag-duty. Para to prevent kay daghan na magugong nahitabo po dito mga card up karong panahon na dito. May motor dito nga gi-card up bagulang. Kay na po yung mga balay nga gisaka kuwag cellphone.
Okay,
So
so sa
kung
pleasure
pwede, according to our
Gituan.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable
Ang
Alibutan.
pangutan ako sa back up na siya with ay barangay resolution. Ang iyong checkpoint nga paghimuon.
actually wala pa.
Kinahanglan na siya ay barangay resolution nga back up sa iyaha. Then ako pangutan na ikaduha, ang inyong mga CBO nga ibutang dito na armas wala.
Wala po. Batuta ra.
Now what's the point nga mabutang mo niya ang kanang mga kriminal, mga armado ba na?
Ang amo lang konsyal is to prevent lang ba whatever. Kay mas maayo magutong na ay visibility sa CBO at least nga ma-prevent ang whatever krimen nga mahitabo.
So, risky na ha para sa inyo ha. Ang iyong kudaan, risky na para sa inyo ha. Kaya kanang mga kriminal, kanang mga maghimog krimen,
Dili.
dako kayo nag-chance nga naanay mga armado na sila.
Armed and dangerous.
Yes. Then sa inyong mga baskid ba, mga magkakuanay.
Yes, kabalo kag konsyal pero actually ang amo lang ma-prevent lang ba.
Pila po
Dili
kabuok?
magyud himgid necessary nga mo sita gyud. Ang amo lang na visibility nga at least na CBO ga duty and then murag dili paminaw murag dili kay nila siguro ba makuan ang
Yeah. Kinahanglan na konsyal kanang hayag ang inyong ibutang nga checkpoint.
Yes,
Na
sir.
isuga makita
yes.
para di ta mapaul.
Ang amo lang mananghid lang kung katong gihimo nga checkpoint before pwede ra ba mo ibalik kay not only krimen usahay pod ng mga accident kay crossing man gud to siya konsyal. So maka-prevent pud daog aksidente.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable
Okay.
Leader.
If I may read a guideline in putting up of a checkpoint. Putting up a checkpoint should adhere to the very strict, guidelines from the national. Number one is, again, kung PNP siya, gi-vacate nila. Now, if the barangay wanted to put up the checkpoint manned by the barangay, you should coordinate properly with the Philippine National Police to prevent, to prevent abuses. It should be supervised by local PNP units and comply with the guidelines set by the Joint Task Force kung if there is a task force. So there should always be a PNP supervision. And then dapat na agad gihapoy PNP. So why pwede na itong mahibalan kung say rason sa PNP nga withdraw na nila ang ilang checkpoint?
Accordingly, murag namingaw na mo kuno ang krimen, murag medyo
namingaw ng krimen.
Oo, na ba? Ano bang murag something dili na gyud kay siya like atong mga last 2 months nga sige na yung patay.
Actually personnel requirements, it should be manned by a composite team which often includes PNP officers and barangay tanods. So why not we request the local police office to put up bisag usa lang ka buok police dito, barangay tanod ang uban, ang importante lang na PNP member.
Okay. And siguro ma-advise lang po na ko is tuan lang po ang local chief executive nato kay murag executive matters lang po na ko ano. Kay para lang po we all nalipay po mi po no sa barangay gituan na naka-initiative mo ginani. Para lang po dili masayang checkpoint but kami po careful lang jud po mi sa inyong safety po kay syempre sama pa ni Honorable Alibutdan kamo way armas na niya atong kontra na armas murag lisod po no.
Correct. Basi kita na nang mapaulo. Sundang batuta. Mr. Chair, again, the advice of the presiding officer is for the barangay gituan to consult this issue to the municipal chief executive. And then what will be the decision of the municipal chief executive, we will just abide. The Sangguniang Bayan will just abide by it, provided that it is within the bounds of the existing laws in putting up checkpoints. Mas maayos siguro dito ta sa kang mayor. Kuha na lang mi, support na lang mi.
So, okay na.
Okay.
So, thank you kayo, everyone. So, kung unsa man galing,
Balik lang ka diri.
mabalik
Unsay-
lang mi
oo.
or tagaan mi information,
Yes, Cons. Oh.
communication kung whatever.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cons. Thank you sa pag-visit.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a pleasure, Honorable Custodio, Barangay Kagawad of Barangay Gituan, for being with us this morning.
Okay, Mr. Flor, I think we still have a visitor from MSWD.
Yes, we still have one more visitor from the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office, the representative of Man Judai's office. Yes, ma'am?
Ma'am, you may have the floor now.
I would like to request Honorable Joel, because I think this is the concern of Honorable Joel Ebol, in relation to financial assistance ba, mga burial assistance like that. Yes, Honorable Joel.
Okay, thank you very much, the Honorable Floor Leader. Mr. Chair, I ask the presence of the MSWD because we learned this morning that Miss Annalyn Rojas had already received assistance from your good office, ma'am, in the amount of 5,000 pesos. But we understand that the amount given to them from your office is not enough to cater ang tanan daw mga bayrono nila, including especially burial. May we ask from your end, ma'am, if we could still allow another assistance, if ever, na makita na to ang ato abang mga constituents nga lisod jud kayo. Can we give or extend another financial assistance
To the same person.
to the same person?
Yeah.
Good morning sa tanan, no? With regarding sa financial assistance, nga among gina-extend sa office is gapalo jud mi sa rules nga ang maximum assistance ang pwede na mo matag is 5,000 ra jud, no more no less. Pwede mi maka-extend og assistance sa ilang family kung naay example nagsakit na admit sa hospital or naay maintenance, pwede mi maka-extend another way of financial assistance.
Up to pilang limit, ma'am? 5,000, ma'am?
5,000 ra jud, sir.
So, wala na pamaagi jud na pwede ta makahatag
Pwede ta maka-prepare may case study, makapangayot sila sa province o sa mga laing institution like sa PCSO, party list like probinsyano, tingog party list, or sa office sa atong congressman o congresswoman. District 1 and District 2. Na lang. So, dili na jud na mo na mapadako. Mao naman gud ay balaod, sir. Up to 5,000 ang maximum.
Is it really a law?
Yes.
Laon na siya
sa
sa lokal or
there is ato, sir. Murag doon na naikuan sa una. Ordinance.
ordinance? Ma'am, natanto na ka o PCSO? So, pangayong guidance sa MSWD
Yes.
ug unsa pa?
Willing and able yun mi mahimo og case studies para ihatag sa laing institution.
So, may request, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Ebol.
Madam Annalyn Rojas to coordinate with the MSWD and seek for another assistance from different offices katong imong gi-mention, ma'am.
Okay.
Para at least nga matabangan pod ang ato ang ma'am dito sa
Okay, ma'am. Kindly guide na lang ko na, mamarayag
Chair.
na, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Cataluña, you may have
Yes,
the floor.
ma'am. I have another query. Can we have updates regarding sa ato ang mga payables sa hospital and sa funeral homes? since I think we had made the second resolution for payment sa ilaha. I think they are asking because until now, pag yun apparently nabayaran ang mga hospital o ang mga funeral homes. So may we have an update on that?
Ma'am, regarding anang update, ma'am, nag-rely lang jud mi sa among head. Siya ang nag-prepare. So,
Again,
by
ma'am,
Monday
nag-rely
namin
sa?
siya. Si Ma'am Judaira jud ang nagagunit sa kuan. Mga documents o kung saan-saan pa.
So may we know if nag-process na ba mo for payment? Kasi I think importante man na siya, no? Hospital services na to. We don't
Yes.
want to curtail sad just because wala na nagbayad ang LGU. I think if I remember it right, 2024 pa nato na utang.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, ready na jud ang mga documents, ang mga vouchers for submission na lang jud unta. Kung naa na ang resolution nga for payment na jud.
Dugay na ang resolution, ma'am.
Oh,
It's already been submitted, I think 2 months ago.
I think partially partially no, nakabayad na.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, ma'am, kanang imuhang giingon nga policy nga ang maximum amount is 5,000? Ordinansa, no?
Yes,
Ordinances.
sir.
So, kano sa nate? Nakuan te? What year?
Dugay na kaayo.
What year?
Last year man siguro na na-amend ko.
2 years ago. So, wala adyoy times nga ning sobra mo sa 5,000. Wala gyud mga panahon nga ang assistance ba ni sobra sa 5,000. Wala gyud?
Wala, sir, wala.
On the
Sa
record, Madam Chair,
previous
ha?
ano,
Ha?
Previous administration.
Wala ba jud mo inahatagan nga more than 5,000?
Previous
Wala pa
gani
yun.
daw.
Previously? Wala gyud?
No,
Sigurado
naa
ka?
Sa unang previous administration.
Ha?
Previous administration.
Unsa previous administration?
Naa sa previous
Naa.
administration.
Hatagan nimo 25,000.
Yes, naa.
That's why,
Nagamay ra kayo na.
yes, that's why I am asking, Mr. Chair, kung pwede ba sila nga kaya kani makita magyud nato nga
Much better.
very kwan man gyud. Kinahanglan yun siya nga sila nga tabangan ba?
Lagi, luoy ba ang tao?
Sir, kami sa office willing jud mi mo extend much more than 5,000 pero nagpalo lang jud mi sa ordinance sa balaod nga maximum of 5,000 ra jud ang pwede na mo ma-extend.
So how you were able to justify that in the previous years you were able to extend more than 5,000?
With attached resolution po during that time, sir.
Atas resolution from the Sangguniang Bayan?
Na ato, sir, gihimo.
Okay, so we can, Mr. Chair, let's clarify this. So if ever the Sangguniang Bayan will pass an approved resolution to further extend financial assistance to anybody, mga pasyente, etc., pwede ra day, ma'am, you will consider it.
Yes, mupalo ra jud mi unsay ipasa
And
sa balaod.
kuan, nag-text ang
Mo-abide
budget officer sa kuan, no? Na pasaka pod siya, makatubag daw siya sa issue karon.
Mr. Presiding Officer,
Yes, honorable for leader.
just an observation from the statement coming from the MSWDO. If ever you were able to extend assistance more than the 5,000 before, as what you have said, for as long as there was a resolution coming from the Sangguniang Bayan, Mr. Chair, my question is the resolution supersedes an ordinance?
Yes.
A resolution cannot supersede an ordinance.
Okay.
So what the MSWDO doing during those times were not legal per se. Now, my question again, Mr. Presiding Officer, if we have violated some provisions of our local ordinance in the assistance, giving of assistance, for me, I believe that ordinance is already in question because it has been violated a lot of times already. So the ordinance become ineffective because of our violations. I think it's not only once, but more than More than once. That's my observation, Mr. Chair. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Floor Leader. Before that, siguro, acknowledge na po na presence sa itong budget officer no, para matubag po ang issues. Ma'am, you may have the floor now. Yes, Honorable Ebol.
Maunan.
Okay.
Okay na, ma'am. Go ahead.
Nasa provision, te? Nasa provision.
Nasa, ano?
Mula pero kung 2023 nagsulong ko, i-change na. Dapat, fix lang yung 5,000.
Okay.
So, natin siya
Okay.
not annotate.
Okay, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am, please.
Okay.
Footnote.
Good morning to our presiding officer and members of this august body. Actually, I volunteered to appear in this session as I was seeing the questions made for the MSWDO. The last time that we met during committee meeting, I was invited regarding aning prior year's obligation charged to current obligation, current appropriation. And the concern of the Sangguniang Bayan is you will support by issuing a resolution provided all necessary documents should be provided. Kasi prior years siya affected ang atong current situation because our appropriation for the current year is already planned for this year. And that, if I'm not mistaken, that was 2.7 million all in all. So it was breakdown into different hospitals, including Champion Commercial. For those items, we get mga items, kato mga lansang,
Materials.
The Office of the Municipal Social Worker and Development already submitted in my office payment, but they lack some documents needed really for the payment of that prior year's obligation. One major document that we ask is the guarantee letter. Since it's an obligation prior, it's the guarantee letter that should be approved by the local chief executive. Since it's a guarantee to pay, how will you guarantee if you don't have we don't have appropriation? So guarantee letter, kinahanglan dyan na siya og approval sa local chief executive, not with the MSWDO, because the concern of the MSWDO is only on the approval of the case study, not on the payment. That situation, nahimo siyang prior years because naghimo sila guarantee letter nga dili back up of appropriation. So saan ang pagbayad nga walay appropriation? Now, until now, wala na comply nga requirements. Ang guarantee letter is just signed by the MSWDO, not with the approval of the then Mayor, Vice Mayor Ami Oligario. So, I informed the Vice Mayor regarding this matter para ato na lang i-retroact. But she said, it's the MSWDO who signed. So she must answer whatever documents she signed. So this matter already, we already refer this to higher authorities if we will grant such claim for payment, since those obligations were not approved by the local chief executive herself. Paunsa nato siya bayaran nga wala may approval. And besides, di ba nag-ingon ko, prior obligation, di ba? Prior obligation per balaod, dili gyud siya pwede unta i-charge sa current appropriation. Pero og isyuhan sa Sangguniang Bayan og authority, since ang Sangguniang Bayan ang nag-approve sa budget, pwede mo allow og SB resolution authorizing. Pero ang problema is the guarantee letter nga dili siya gi-recognize sa previous mayor. It's only the MSWDO. That's the case of the financial assistance. Another voucher nga ato ang process nga gikuha sa champion, na siya violation on the procurement law. it doesn't mean that you give emergency assistance nga dili siya moagi og procurement law. There are alternative modes like negotiated procurement in times of calamity. Dili ta pwede mo diretso dayon og sa ni company nga mokuha dayon dito og materials nga walay authorization or wala gi-allow sa Bids and Awards Committee for negotiation. Kay materials man atong ihatag, all materials dapat moagi sa procurement law. So in that case, ni diretsyo, again, we allow certain mga documents that until today, walay compliance sa amuang gi-request. So pending ang ato ang payment sa prior year's obligation because of that necessary documents that should be provided for us to pay. Otherwise, kung ato siyang pugson nga kulang og documents, nga ato siyang bayaran, we might be subjected to some AOM or questionable sa audit. So we will not also risk our signature in the local finance committee, and it's our duty to protect the signature also of the local chief executive, and same with your authority to grant, to charge to current appropriation.
Okay, any more question?
Yes.
Yes, Nuro Cataluña.
Madam Lynn, good morning. Question, naay gi-provide nga GL or wala?
Na GL but not approved by the local chief executive.
So the one who signed is the MS.
Yes.
Now, naambay mandate given to the MS nga siya ang magpirma sa GL, or has there been any clear nga unsa ba na siya?
Authority.
Yes, a clear authority through formal written mode nga gihatagan siya og unsa ni siya rights to
wala
firma. But sa general or ang usual yun na to, it's supposed to be the mayor who should be the kanang signatory
approval.
Okay. So now given ingana have we unsa man ang remedy na to ana? Is it have you met with the head of the MS regarding such matter, o paunsaon ni
We
siya?
already talked about it. Motong nag-ingon ko nga i-comply, need the judge comply, try to talk with the local chief executive before. Kay kamo man ang naay direct communication. Kasi if niagi sa amua, dili ma-issue ang guarantee letter without appropriation. Kay tanan dapat guarantee letter which should be backed up with appropriation.
Bitaw, kay it's a very big amount ba yan, no? Anya, siya lang nag-sign without a written authority regarding that. And, sige. Thank you, Ma'am Lynn.
Okay. Any more query? Any more question? I think being none. Ma'am, thank you kayo. Okay. Floor leader.
Yes, I think the query of Honorable Joel regarding the question of can we extend additional help or financial assistance to a particular beneficiary has not been answered yet. So, what would be the solutions to that? I mean, what's the content of the ordinance that we have?
Mr. Chair.
Sige.
Yes, Honorable Ebol.
Ordinance number 10-67, 2022, Section 2D. In excess of 5,000 pesos, it shall be at the discretion of the local chief executive to determine the amount to be extended upon assessment or evaluation of the MSWDO. Pwede yun sa Mr. Chair sa mulampas og 5,000. Depende sa ilang pag-assess.
Oo. Pwede. That is very clear.
Yes.
So, it's up to the MS to make the assessment if the request for additional assistance is very legit then you are allowed to do so.
4-5 rin balance. 4-5 rin ang kulang
So,
sa pamilya.
Mr. Chair, meaning there is no need to support resolution.
Yes. No need.
Because it is very clear that it is the discretion now of the local chief executive if he will approve or not, if he will allow or not.
Recess for 2 minutes.
Pero kinahanglan na siya ay ang assistant
May we request
Podium.
the MS? Thank you, Ma'am Lynn.
Ma'am, pardon.
Yes, given that the problem or has been identified as to the non-payment of these institutions, and isa kada ko nga problema is the signatory of the GL. So, has the office been have taken into note regarding the importance of the signatory of the GL, and has the hospitals likewise been informed kay para dili na ma-repeat ang problema into kaning non-payment nato sa future mga transactions with the hospitals or other institutions?
Regarding sa GL, na-inform na pud ang kuan kaning mga service providers sa mga hospitals nga actually na-cut off na wala na miga GL jud since sa administration ni Mayor karon. Then katong nga time nga naga-GL si Ma'am, itagaan siya full authority ni Mayor magud katong last administration nga siya mag-GL. Kami wala pud may mahimo basta nga na Mayor ba nag-mandate nga sige wala na para fast track ng tabang sa tao. Ana, follow orders lang jud mi.
So, presently, no more GLs,
Wala na.
just to be clear. How do you do business with the other institutions? Na ba tayong mga memorandum of agreement?
Sa karon wala na rin nyo ang memorandum of agreement. I don't
Sa pag-renew, wa man nabayaran.
Wa na rin yung kayo.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable
Ma'am,
Baton.
gitagaan siya full authority sa previous administration to sign the GL?
Yes.
Unya, unsa man, di ba si budget ngayon nga wala?
Wala may formal
Ma'am,
Wala
Ma'am
lang
Lynn?
formal letter, wala black and
Na.
white. Hala,
Communication.
verbal lang.
Verbal lang.
Yes.
Walay formal nga dokumento.
Written,
Black and white.
formal written communication.
Yes,
Mr.
Honorable
Chair.
Floor Leader.
Mr. Chair, I would like to suggest that to resolve everything, we will refer this to the Committee on Health. If there is a need, Honorable Dayan, to amend our ordinance, especially on the, siguro i-refer na to ni. Para resolve na to ni.
Lagi kay
Mr.
Marag napaputay kuan dagang visitors karon na kuan. No?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Cataluña.
the problem is not really specific to an institution, which is health. It is included ang champion, included ang funeral homes and other services. So I think more on
Social services.
social
services and health.
instead of
Okay, this matter will refer on social services. And ma'am, thank you. Mr. Floor Leader, please proceed.
Okay. With that,
I think Sir James na has something to say.
Okay.
Sa kamot ganina, Sir James.
Ay, may have the floor now.
yes, we will acknowledge the handsome
Johnny, open ang
Sir James.
Mr. Chair, to the most august body, good morning. Ma'ams and sirs, my presence here is to shed light on the previous issue about the guarantee letter that was assigned to our MSWDO. Actually, that matter is at hand on our audit team, specifically because the issue there is the giving the delegation of authority to an delegated authority for the mayor to enter into a contract. The problem there is that with the communications given to the MSWDO, more than once, wala siya naghatag og katong ginapangita nato na pag-delegate sa iyahan ni then Mayor Anamel Oligario. So the issue there is that was contracted without budget. So nahimo siyang prior period na payments, pero gusto niya ipa-charge karon sa current appropriation. So I'm just shedding light that it's already in the hands of our auditor, and the question there is, did she really acted on her own discretion, or she was delegated by the mayor? But as what our budget officer already stated here, it should be the mayor yun ang mo contract in behalf of the LGU. Kasi we're entering contracts from different establishments and the representative should be our mayor, not a department head. So, kana lang, murag na ma-preempt man gunato siya if we discuss it, the things here, because it entails millions of pesos, and then maybe that would be, maka ipa-refund, or siya na lang mismo ang mo, kuan ba? So, medyo delikado siya na kuan mag-topic. So, it's on the hands of our supervising auditor, karon. And maybe, kana lang, that is just to shed some light on the anything that we discussed earlier, sir.
Okay.
So,
Any more question?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Mr. Floor Leader.
Yes.
Next visitor, please.
I think we do not have another visitor. We are, I think, through with the visitors. Our Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
before we proceed,
Honorable
dala
Palalon.
ko'y gamay nga reminder, no, I do understand sa weight sa trabaho sa MSWDO kay everyday magyudagan kay clients, but I hope nga if unsa pa nga tabang ang ilahang ma-extend, like if makahatag sila guidance asa pa nga office makaadto to seek assistance, ingno na lang nila diretso and mabuhatan na diretso og case study kay para dili na pud magbalik-balik kay kabalo pud ta sa pamasahe nga mahal na kayo karon. So that would be all, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Toraldo. Palalon. Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Floor Leader, the chair would, napatay visitors.
So far, Mr. Presiding Officer, we do not have visitors now. I think we are through with the visitors hour.
Okay. The chair would like to know who would like to avail the privilege hour.
Provision ba? The GL signed and approved by MSWD officer.
Okay.
Ano to?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable
prior to
Cataluña.
calling the next visitor, I just want to read one of the provisions of the original ordinance that was authored by Honorable Farida Dangpalan last 2021, an ordinance institutionalizing the implementing guidelines of assistance to individual in crisis situation in the municipality of Ipil. Under the section 3 of the ordinance, it mentioned about guarantee letter issued by the MSWD to service providers such as hospital, funeral parlors, pharmacies, to ensure that referred clients are efficiently and effectively assisted. And then a MOA may be entered into by the MSWD with qualified service provider in accordance with pertinent regulations such as RA 9184. And then going down to the provisions, it is mentioned in section 7 as miscellaneous provision. For clients who shall be provided with guarantee letters, the social worker will issue the GL signed and approved by the MSWD officer and shall be presented to the concerned service provider for the availment of the service based on the approved amount of assistance. So there is no mention that the LCE will be the signatory in the GL.
Okay. Anyway, na-refer na po sa proper committee. Let's talk na lang sa kwan. Dito na ito i-discuss na natin. No? And, Floor Leader, let's proceed, please.
Yes, Mr. Presiding Officer, considering that we are already through with the visitors hour, let's move to the privilege hour, Mr. Chair.
The Chair would like to know who would like to avail the privilege hour. Yes, Honorable Dangpalan, you may have the floor now.
I love you.
hello. Okay, yeah. To our presiding officer, Honorable Ayan Sabijon, to our Sangguniang Bayan Secretary, floor leader, my colleagues, staff, mayong buntag sa atong tanan. I rise on a matter of privilege to respectfully inform this august body of a significant development concerning our proposed ordinance establishing the Barangay Emergency Operations Center, or BIOC, across the 28 barangays of the municipality of Ipil. As the proponent of these measures, as chairman of the Committee on Local Disaster Risk Reduction Management, I attended the recent regular meeting of the Liga ng mga Barangay. And pasalamat ko sa ang ating Liga President for accommodating me yesterday, where I was given the opportunity to present and discuss the salient features of the proposed ordinance, particularly its funding requirements and implementation of operational activation of the barangay level. I am pleased to report that after meaningful discussion and consultation, the majority of the 28 barangays, punong barangays, have expressed their full support for the establishment of the Barangay Emergency Operations Center. More significantly, they have reached a consensus that the funding requirements for its implementation shall be charged against the Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, specifically the mandated 5% allocation of their annual budget. This unified position of our barangay leaders is clear manifestation of their commitment to disaster preparedness, responsiveness, and accountability to their constituents. It sends a strong message that our barangays are ready, not in the distant future, but now to operationalize the mechanisms that will save lives, protect property, and ensure swift and coordinated responses during emergencies. What remains now is our distinguished colleagues. This development removes one of the most critical barriers of the implementation of this measure, the funding and implementation. What remains now is our collective will to act. In this connection, I respectfully but strongly call on the honorable body to prioritize and expedite the passage of this proposed ordinance. The time for deliberation must now be matched with decisive action. Every delay may mean missed opportunities to prevent loss of lives and mitigate the impact of disasters in our communities. Let us not wait for tragedy to remind us for what we could have done today. Let us instead be remembered as the legislative body that acted with urgency, foresight, and unwavering commitment to public safety. I therefore urge my dear colleagues for the immediate approval and passage of the ordinance establishing the Barangay Emergency Operation Center and alternate barangays of Ipil. Together, let us build safer, more resilient, and disaster-ready communities. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, and thank you, my colleagues. Good morning. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Dangpalan. Any more? Who would like the avail of privilege hour? I think being none, okay, let's proceed for the approval of the minutes of the previous session. Anyone who would like to move for a motion? Floor leader?
Yes, Mr. Presiding Officer. I move, before we approve the minutes of the previous session, I move to dispense the reading of the minutes of the previous session, Mr. Chair, considering the availability of the minutes in our perusal, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion passed by Honorable Floor Leader and a second to that motion. Seconded by Honorable Ebol. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
finally, Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the minutes of the previous session.
Okay, there's a motion passed
Second,
by
Mr.
Honorable Floor
Chair.
Leader. Seconded by Honorable Ebol. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved. Okay. Madam Secretary, for the reference of business for today.
Okay, for the reference of business calendar first reading, we have here draft ordinance number 054, sponsored by Honorable Joel Ebol, co-sponsored by Honorable Alberto Alcoriza Jr., Honorable Eric Alibutdan, an ordinance amending Article 5, Section 8 of Municipal Ordinance number 04235-2008 by temporarily suspending the collection of fees for the annual registration and renewal of licenses for motorized bancas, non-motorized bancas, and mobile fishing gears until December 31, 2026 to provide economic relief to the fisher folks of Ipil.
Oh, okay, so what's the pleasure of the body?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Ebol.
Thank you very much, Honorable Presiding Officer. If you remember, Mr. Chair, that last regular session, this representation sponsored a resolution in behalf of the members of the committee requesting for the suspension of these fees and charges of our fisher folks. But as we learned, Mr. Chairman, that we have already the existing municipal ordinance number 04-235-2008. Mr. Chairman, that is why this representation understand that there is a need for the Sangguniang Bayan to amend this particular ordinance, Mr. Chair, in a form of ordinance, not in a form of resolution, because this involve collection of fees and charges. So, to this effect, Mr. Chairman, I move that this draft ordinance number 054 be considered as urgent matter. The fact that we are now addressing to help our fisher folk as we now facing the global economic crisis.
Okay.
So
Move for urgency of this matter.
urgency.
Okay,
No,
there's a
Mr.
motion.
I second
passed
the
by
motion,
Honorable Ebol.
Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Floor Leader. Any discussion?
Okay, so
Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I move now that this matter be referred to the Committee of the Whole and convening to this effect, convening the Committee of the Whole. Mr. Chair.
There's a motion passed by Honorable Ebol. Any second to that motion? Seconded by Honorable Cataluña. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? This body will convene in Committee of the Whole.
For second reading, Mr. Chairman, I move to pass an ordinance amending Article 5, Section 8 of Municipal Ordinance number 04-235-2008 by temporarily suspending the collection of fees for the annual registration and renewal of licenses for motorized bancas, non-motorized bancas, and mobile fishing gears until December 31, 2026 to provide economic relief to the fisher folk of the municipality of Ipil, province of Zamboanga, Sibugay. So move, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion passed by Honorable Ebol. Any second to that motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. For third and final reading, Mr. Chair, this representation in behalf of the committee moves for an ordinance amending
Mr. Chair.
Third and final na.
Third and final reading.
Recess for 2 minutes.
Kanang
amending ordinance, particularly Article 5, Section 8 of the Municipal Ordinance number 04-23508 by temporarily suspending the collection of fees for the annual registration and renewal of licenses for motorized bancas, non-motorized bancas, and mobile fishing gears until December 31, 2026 to provide economic relief to the fisher folk of the municipality of Ipil, province of Zamboanga,
Okay.
Sibugay.
Those in favor of this ordinance, please say, raise your
Aye.
hand and say aye. Okay, I think the majority of this body is favors this in this ordinance. The draft ordinance number 054, sponsored by Honorable Joel Ebol, co-sponsored by Honorable Alberto Alcoriza Jr. and Honorable Eric M. Alibutdan, an ordinance amending Article 5, Section 8 of Municipal Ordinance of number 4235 of 2008 by temporarily suspending the collection of the fees by the annual registration of renewal of license for the motorized bancas, non-motorized bancas, and mobile fishing gears until December 31, 2026 to provide economic relief of the fisher folks in Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Is hereby approved. Move sa kon, balik sa committee, regular session.
I move, Mr. Chairman, to go back to
Okay, back to the regular session.
Okay, under petition or request, we have here under other communications, pertinent papers of Raymar Patagoc, Barangay Ipil Heights, requesting for resolution endorsing his application to the PNP. This is the only person who submitted his
Okay.
documents.
So what's the pleasure of the body?
Yung mga pangalan nila. Yan.
Recess for 2 minutes.
Ito pa, PNP applicant.
Yes, Honorable Dangpalan.
Mr. Chair, I move for a resolution endorsing the following for the applicant. For the application, approving for the application to enter the PNP, namely Denden Isira.
No, really approving, endorsing.
I
Okay, recess for 2 minutes again.
Take two. Uy, sure ka. Nahilo daw siya.
Yes, Honorable
I move
Dangpalan.
for resolution endorsing the following applicants for the application to the Philippine National Police, namely Denden A. Sierra, wala nakalagay na address, Abraham Al-Mukhtar, and Rimar E. Patagoc of Ipil Heights. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Okay. There's a motion passed by Honorable Dangpalan. Any second to that motion? Seconded by Honorable Hasim. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Okay na?
Okay naman.
Hello. Okay, and under item B, we have here the annual budget for CY 2026 of Barangay Ipil Heights, Maasin, and Tomitom.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the body? Mr. Floor Leader.
Refer this to the Committee on Appropriations,
This
Mr.
matter
Chair.
will refer to Committee on Appropriation.
Item C, duly endorsed from the Office of the Mayor, is a copy of the MOA to be entered into by and between LGU Ipil and STII for the internship program of their PQF Level 5 Diploma in Healthcare Technologies students.
Okay, so what's the
Refer this, Mr. Chair, to the Committee on Rules and the Committee on Education. Joint Committee.
Okay, this refer this Committee on Appropriation and Committee on Rules
Education.
And Education.
and Education.
Item D, duly endorsed from the Office of the Mayor again, is a copy of the deed of donation of the individuals affected by the project construction of Farm to Market Road, Tiayon, Maasin, Timalang, and Lumbia to be implemented in the Philippine Rural Development Project.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the body?
Refer this to the Committee on Rules, Mr. Chair.
Land use and land use.
And Land Use.
Okay, this matter will
Joint Committee.
refer to the Committee on Land Use and Committee on Rules.
Under resolutions, ordinances from barangays, we have Barangay Ordinance Number 01 of Maasin, an ordinance requiring households to construct sanitary toilets and providing penalties for any violation, and also Barangay Ordinance Number 02 again from Barangay Maasin, ordinance prohibiting the sale of liquor, cigarettes, tobacco, vapes, and addicted products to minors.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the body?
Mr. Chair, I move that items B-1 and B-2 be referred to the Committee on Rules.
Okay, this matter will refer in Committee on Rules.
We are now on the committee reports, sir.
Okay, for the prospective committee reports, anyone who would like to report?
I have 3 committee reports, Mr. Chair.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Coordinator.
Number 1 is Committee Report number 282 from the Committee on Rules, Resolutions, and Ordinances. Subject here, a proposed Barangay Ordinance number 001 series of 2025 of Barangay Tiayon, which read, balaod sa Barangay Tiayon nga musagop sa mga probisyon sa Kodigo sa Trapiko sa lungsod sa Ipil nga ilawom sa numero 09-104-1998 diin na amindahan pinagi sa lungsuranon nga balaod numero 01-329-2014. Diin nagapahamtang sa silot sa tanang matang sa sakyanan di makina nga nagadagan apan walay silensyador sa tambutso og ang pagpahamtang sa mga multa niini. Our remarks and recommendations, the Committee on Rules, Resolutions, and Ordinances to which the matter was referred for a review and approval of the proposed Barangay Ordinance number 001 series of 2025 of Barangay Tiayon. The committee conducted a first review, Mr. Chair, of the said proposed Barangay Ordinance to make sure that every provision is within the bounds of the law and to make sure that it is beneficial to the entire community of Barangay Tiayon. The committee, in its first review, decided to remand back to the barangay this ordinance for some revisions on the title and the penalty provision that needed some corrections based on the limits of the penalty amount as mandated by RA 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991. On the second review of the Barangay Ordinance, after this was remanded to the barangay, the committee now finds every provision, including the penalty provisions, to be in order and in line with the mandates stated by RA 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991, and therefore the committee recommends for an approval. Motion to accept the report, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion passed by
Second.
Honorable Leader, seconded by Honorable Albutdan. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Finally, for this committee report number 282, motion to declare the Barangay Ordinance balaod sa Barangay Tiayon nga musagop sa mga provision sa Kodigo sa Trapiko sa lungsod sa Ipil nga ilawom sa numero 09-104-1998 diin amindahan pinagi sa lungsuranon nga balaod numero 01-329-2014 diin nagapahamtang sa silot sa tanang matang sa sakinan di makina nga nagadagan apan walay silensyador sa tambutso o ang pagpahamtang sa mga multa niini to be in full force and in effect for Barangay Tiayon, Mr. Chair. That's my motion.
Okay, there's a motion passed by Honorable Leader. Any second to that motion?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Albutdan. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I now go to committee report number 283 from the Committee on Rules, Resolutions, and Ordinances. Subject here is a proposed Memorandum of Agreement, MOA, between the Local Government Unit of Ipil and the Department of Social Welfare and Development Office for the implementation of the Supplementary Feeding Program in the Municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Remarks and recommendations, the Committee on Rules, Resolutions, and Ordinances, to which the matter was referred. This proposed Memorandum of Agreement, or MOA, between the Local Government Unit of Ipil and the Department of Social Welfare and Development Office, DSWDO, for the implementation of the Supplementary Feeding Program in the Municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. A program also known as the Masustansyang Pagkain para Batang Pilipino Act, or RA number 11037, with the active participation of the Department of Education, the DSWD, non-government associations, local government units, non-government organizations, a mandate that will address the undernutrition problem amongst Filipino children. This proposed MOA is aimed to establish and to ensure the successful implementation of the Supplementary Feeding Program, SFP, and Milk Feeding Program, MFP, by the LGU to the sector considered as the poorest of the poor in the community. The committee to which the matter was referred conducted a meeting last April 7, 2026 in the office of Sangguniang Bayan and discussed the importance of this program to the community. During the discussions, the committee finds every provision in the MOA as in order or to be in order, relevant to the needs of the poorest of the poor and the community in general. Therefore, with the findings of the reviewing committee, it is hereby recommended that this will be approved and give authority to the mayor to enter into MOA with the DSWD. I move, Mr. Chair, to accept the committee report.
Okay, there's a motion passed by Honorable Leader.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Albutdan. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the content of the proposed Memorandum of Agreement to be entered into by LGU Ipil and DSWD.
Okay, there's a motion passed by Honorable Leader. Seconded by Honorable Hapid. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Finally, Mr. Chair, I move for a resolution giving authority to the local chief executive, Honorable Ramses Troy Oligario, to enter into Memorandum of Agreement with the DSWD, or the Department of Social Welfare and Development Office, for the implementation of the Supplementary Feeding Program and Milk Feeding Program for the Municipality of Ipil, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion
Second,
passed by
Mr. Chair.
Honorable Leader. Seconded by Honorable Albutdan. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Last committee report number 284 from the Committee on Rules, Resolutions, and Ordinances. Subject here, a proposed adoption of the Provincial Ordinance number 2025-692, an ordinance institutionalizing the establishment and operationalization of the province-wide health system, including its management support systems and appropriating funds thereof. Remarks and recommendations, the Committee on Rules, resolutions and ordinances to which the matter was referred, a proposed adoption of the Provincial Ordinance number 2025-692, an ordinance institutionalizing the establishment and operationalization of the province-wide health system, including its management support systems and appropriating funds thereof, an integrated and comprehensive approach to health development in the province of Zamboanga, Sibugay that encourages the 16 municipalities to actively join in the program. The Committee on Rules, Resolutions and Ordinances conducted a meeting and reviewed the content of the Provincial Ordinance number 2025-692 that is the subject of the adoption by the local government unit of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. In fact, one visitor during the committee meeting is no less than the provincial health officer, Dr. Ulysses Silorio. And during the committee meeting, the committee finds everything to be in order, sufficient informed, and within the legal bounds of the laws on health of the Republic of the Philippines. Therefore, after thorough review of the committee, it is hereby recommended that this proposed adoption ordinance be referred to the Committee on Health of the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil for proper formulation of the adoption ordinance. In fact, there is an attached, what we call this template of the said adoption ordinance, Mr. Chair. So all we have to do is to adopt that template. So motion for the acceptance and approval of the report, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion passed by the Honorable Leader and a second to that
Second.
motion. Seconded by Honorable Libutdan. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's all for today's session. Thank you.
Okay, any more committee reports? Doc?
Mr. Chair, Committee Report number 281 on the Committee on Appropriation and Finance. Subject Annual Budget Calendar Year 2026 of Barangay Bangkerohan amounting to 7,740,060 and 75 cents. Remarks and recommendation, the Committee on Appropriation to which was referred the Annual Budget CY 2026 of Barangay Bangkerohan of this municipality for review, evaluation, and approval. The said Annual Budget CY 2026 has been referred to the Local Finance Committee through the Municipal Budget Officer for technical review and preliminary review. After review, it is hereby declared operative in its entirety, effective upon its approval, subject to the posting requirements under Section 59 of RA 7160, and further subject to the conditions cited in the Local Finance Committee review. In the implementation of its budget, the LGU must assert an adherence to the fundamental principle enumerated in Section 305 of the Code. It is understood that the review action does not authorize any item of appropriation that is specifically prohibited by or inconsistent with provisions of law. The committee hereby recommends for its approval, provided that compliance with the foregoing in the execution of the budget shall be the sole responsibility of the implementing barangay government using the standard guidelines procedures in the budget execution phase prescribed under the budgeting, accounting, and auditing rules and regulation. I move for the adoption of Committee Report number 281, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Second
There's a
the
motion
motion.
passed by Honorable Cataluña, seconded by Honorable Ebol. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved. Resolution.
So, Mr. Chair, I move for a resolution
It's hereby declared.
declaring annual budget CY 2026 of Barangay Bangkerohan amounting to 7,740,060 and 75 cents operative in its entirety. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion passed by
Second.
Honorable Cataluña, seconded by Honorable Ebol. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved. Okay. Any more committee reports? Okay, Madam Secretary, let's proceed to
On the calendar business.
calendar business for today, please.
Okay, for second reading, we have 6. The first one is the ordinance establishing the Municipal Renewable Energy Development Program, promoting the use of clean and sustainable energy sources, providing implementation guidelines, and for other purposes. This is sponsored by Honorable Glenn Ayan.
Okay,
Senator.
Floor Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Considering that you have given me the authority to act on the items B-1 and B-2, Mr. Chair, I move to calendar these two items, B1 and B2, as sponsored by the Honorable Presiding Officer, for the next regular session for second reading, Mr. Chair.
Okay, yeah, this ordinance be calendared on the next regular session.
Item C, we have the ordinance institutionalizing the comprehensive nutrition program through integrated, strengthened, and sustained strategies to safeguard the nutritional well-being of the people of the municipality of Ipil, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. This is sponsored by Honorable Diane Cataluña.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the proponent?
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of the body, I move that this ordinance be calendared for second reading on the next regular session.
Okay, this matter will be calendar in the next regular session.
Item D, this is a measure laid on the table.
Oh, laid on the
Take
table.
up.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the proponent?
Take from the table.
Still laid in the table dahil wala pa tayong
Di pa
public
tapos.
hearing.
Okay, yeah, this ordinance will lay on the table and be calendared the next regular session.
Item E, we have the ordinance institutionalizing the PROC organizations in the 28 barangays of this municipality, defining their roles, functions, and providing for other purposes. This is sponsored by Honorable Joel Ebol.
Yes, so what's the pleasure of the proponent?
Mr. Chair, this has been laid on the table, Mr. Chair. And we have not yet finished collecting the data coming from the ABC.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so this ordinance will lay on the table and be calendared at the next regular session.
Item F, we have the ordinance establishing the Barangay Emergency Operations Center in the 28 barangays of this municipality to strengthen disaster preparedness and emergency response mechanism, defining its functions, structure, operations, and for other purposes. This is the continuation of the discussion sponsored by Honorable Elias Dangpalan.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the proponent?
Mr. Chair, I move that this ordinance be, I move for approval of this ordinance establishing the Barangay Emergency Operation Center in the 28 barangays of the municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Bugay, to strengthen the disaster preparedness and emergency response mechanisms, defining its function, structure, and operation, and for other purposes. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion passed by Honorable Dangpalan. Any second? Seconded by Honorable Hasim. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Cataluña.
Since one of the issues raised last session was the meeting with the Liga, I would like to ask the proponent if, with regards to meeting with the Liga of the barangay, has it been done, and what is the output or the update from such meeting?
Actually, I have already read in my privilege speech that the output of this ordinance is approved for them, Mr. Chair. That the funding we discussed last session, it will be charged to their 5%.
Any more query? Any more discussion?
And then, what about the center that was asked by Honorable Palalon? Is there any established center for the BOC? Because it's a Barangay Emergency Operations Center. So where will this be established in the barangay?
The operation center will be established at their own barangay hall, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
But if there would be a existing hall or any building from the barangay, pwede po siya gamiton?
Pwede pa rin. Kung saan nila gustong ilagay ang kanilang barangay operation center, doon nila ilagay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Any more discussion?
5% of the
Amendments?
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Discussion.
Discussion, Honorable for Leader.
Okay. In section 7 of the proposed ordinance, command and control. I think my query in the previous discussion of this proposed ordinance has been answered. The command and control, for more effective coordination, command and control during disasters and emergencies, the BOC shall maintain radio frequency communication network or the net calling station to ensure the accessibility and functionality during emergencies. On the other matters, I mean on the amendment perhaps, we can still add into this item that there shall be a network between the barangay, the local, andyan na ba? Saan? Sa ilalim? Anong item dyan? 7. Oo, yun nga. Net calling station, but this net communication network, dapat it should be the barangay, the local government unit of Ipil, and the local police. Ano pa ba? Basta related to the LDR, the Local Disaster Risk Management Office.
Kasi meron naman silang, meron naman tayong command center.
Yes, doon tayo. Dapat naka-connect tayo doon.
Okay, see. Amend na lang.
Oo, by addition na naman.
Okay. Any more discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, lastly, of the 5% budget for the LDRIM, how much percent will be allocated for the BO?
Honorable Proponent.
5%
Naapot sa LDRIM.
Kasi namin na sila yung mga gamit sa 5, di ba?
Okay.
Di ba sa 5% hindi man yun magamit mo lahat. Kasi merong nakapundo din. O lagi, 70. So, pila sa iya, ha? Kasi ang 70, kay balo ko for training, like pala sa LD na to, na yung mga assistants.
Okay, recess for 2 minutes.
With regards...
Recess for 2 minutes. Recess pa na 2 minutes.
Is for the barangay.
Any discussion?
No more discussion.
Amendments.
Amendments, codes. Amendments.
Mr. Chair, I move that this
There's amendment in the section 8.
on Section 8
Siya una.
amend
Sige na, una.
Section 8 regarding funds 5% be 5% of the 70% of the BR Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund allocation or unavailable barangay hindi na. Okay, the 5% of the 70% of the barangay
Recess for 2 minutes. Ikon lang.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I move for amendment for 5% of the 70% of the BDRRMF shall be allocated for this ordinance, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion passed by Honorable Dangpalan and a second to that motion.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Palalon. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved. Any more amendments?
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Honorable Alcoriza.
Yeah, as I've mentioned in Section 7, under the provision of command and control, the proposed ordinances for more effective coordination, command and control during disasters and emergencies, the BIOC shall maintain radio frequency communication network or the net calling station, NCS, to ensure the accessibility and functionality during emergencies. I'd like to propose an amendment by addition, Mr. Chair. After net calling station, there shall be a comma, and then what follows the comma after NCS, open and close parenthesis, comma, which is a network that includes the 28 barangays of Ipil, the local government unit through the LDRRMO, the Municipal Health Office, MHO, the Philippine or the local Philippine National Police Office, the local fire department, the Philippine Army unit based in the municipality of Ipil, communication groups, comma, that utilizes one radio frequency for this purpose, comma, to ensure the accessibility and functionality. Dito na musumpay na, to ensure the accessibility and functionality during emergencies. And after the period, a succeeding sentence which says the command and control of the communications of BEOC shall be with the local Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office or the LDRRMO of LGU Ipil. That's my motion by my amendment by addition, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion passed by Honorable Floor Leader and a second to that motion.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Libutdan. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved. Back to the main motion. Any amendments? Objection? There being none, motion approved. Approved na.
As amended twice. As amended twice.
Okay. Other matters?
Motion for third and final reading.
Okay. Sorry. I forgot. Motion for third and final reading, please.
Mr. Chair, I move that the ordinance be calendar for the next regular session for third and final reading.
Okay, this ordinance be calendar the next regular session on third and final
Second,
reading.
Mr. Chair.
Other matters? Any more other matters? Okay, there's a motion for adjournment. Okay.
Napa.
Yes, Honorable Ebol.
Nintendo ko kan, sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Again, I would like to request the members of the committee, as what we agreed the other week's meeting, Committee on Market, that we will continue our meeting with regards to the plan of the local government unit for the new establishment of the new public market in Barangay Don Andres, Ipil, Sambonga, Sibugay. So this afternoon sa meeting we will be discussing, we will be presenting the final comprehensive site development plan for the construction of the new public market. The architect Ramos had already presented before the other week, pero that was subject for consideration of the committee for any changes, if there is or there are. Another thing is the submission from the office of the municipal engineering office, the request for the demolition proposal for the commission on COA for review. So ugna na unta toy report nga gihimo and was submitted to the office of the mayor as early as possible unta gi-forward na, gi-transmit na diri sa Sangguniang Bayan for immediate action. And the third is the deliberation on the cost analysis and budget allocation for the temporary shelter of displaced workers. This is the concern of the Honorable Congresswoman, Honorable Marley Hasim, that whenever we will demolish our area there, katong asa nato itukod ang atong public market, we will be having also a ready shelter stalls where the market vendors could possibly transfer. So all of these issues, Mr. Chair, be discussed this afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I seek the cooperation of the Honorable Jong Alcoriza, the Honorable Glenn Sabijon, the Honorable Eric Alibutdan, Elias Dangpalan, Doc Dayan Cataluña, and the Honorable Sharif Hasim, and some other also invited during the meeting.
Okay.
So that's for information. Second, Mr. Chair, although it's too late, pero we are still grateful and thankful to extend this plaque of appreciation to the Honorable Sheriff Hasim, the President of the Philippine Councilors League, Zamboanga Sibugay Province, the ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Province of Zamboanga Sibugay. This is from Board Cons. This is from the Ipil Central Market Association, public market doon, address Ipil Zamboanga Sibugay. As made mention, who has been actively supporting the ICMA annual intersection basketball and volleyball tournament held at Universidad de Zamboanga Gymnasium, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Given this 20th day of December 2025 at UC Gym, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay Province. Sorry that karon raputan nagkita balik and nabili ni sa ICMA. Okay. But nevertheless, as I have said, we thank you very much for your great help and assistance to the association. Good morning.
Picture.
May I request Honorable Ebol sa meeting na lang sa concern about sa market. Siguro ipatawag na lang natong ELA if mo considered lang ka, Cons.
This, Mr. Chair, the same concern would also I would like to raise for consideration to the proponent, given the short notice of the meeting. And then also, if pwede, we can sit with our executive to finalize the matter. I think dapat
maybe karong hapon gani siguro. O kaya pag kumana to session, pag adjourn na ni mo to. Ano na lang ko ano? Kaya para diretso na yun.
Yes, we can. Okay.
Sig natin paniud to dito.
Okay.
Pwede gani magdungan-dungan tag paniud to karon.
Pagpakiloy dito gigutom ta.
Okay. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ang amtong invitation, kaganiha lang siya na pirmahan, pero we already decided the other meeting that we will continue our... Sige lang, mas mayo gani.
Okay.
Sige, ano na lang ta. Para dili ka lang sa gasolina.
Kano na lang, continue.
Sige.
Continuous na lang ta.
If it's okay with the proponent, to proceed with together with our executive for the meeting now.
Okay. Sige.
Okay.
It's
all right.
Sige.
Other matters?
Other matters? Any more other matters?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable.
Shall we
Libutan.
on the next regular session, shall we invite the municipal treasurer? I think na ako'y resolution gipass on sa to. Ikapila to de on the 36 or 35th regular session. Katong bang pag tanaw nila sa mga petroleum products, and one of the functions there of the MTO is to submit or appear to the Sanggunian and give the weekly report on their kuan, on sa ilang nakuan ana nga week. So for 3 weeks naman siguro wala may report atong nadawat.
Okay, please take note of that, Madam Secretary, for invitation for the next regular session.
We will invite on the next regular session ang atuang kuan.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Libutan. Any more other matters?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I move to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion for adjournment. Any second? Seconded by Honorable Hapid. Any discussion, amendments, objection? Session adjourned.